We have our key fob right here. Nice key fob here. We also have a black Chevrolet bow tie on here. Remote start as well as power trunk access. We also have kind of a passive keyless access, which I have disabled right now just for purposes of filming, but you can walk up to the car and it will unlock a certain amount of doors. Same thing with walking away. It will lock up, and you do have to go up here if you're doing the normal keyless access to unlock the door, and then you can pop open your rear door here, and it opens pretty wide. I wouldn't say a complete 90-degree angle like I saw on the Subaru Forester, but still pretty nice. Now, one thing you're going to notice off the bat is the amount of sound insulation Chevrolet has done with this vehicle. Just check out how many layers of rubber we have sealing these doors, as well as this kind of felt liner around here. I actually don't see this on many cars in this segment. There's also an active interior sound cancellation feature to help it feel even more quiet in here. I love the rear privacy glass on this one as well, and this maple sugar interior on the Active trim is literally one of the best interiors in this class. This kind of a weaved material here, yeah, it's like this soft touch, very squishy plastic, but it looks nice and it actually feels quite nice as well. We have a little bit of a storage cubby here, a little bit more storage down here, and we have a cool design on our speaker grills. Coming inside, you already can see this gorgeous maple sugar interior, and I have to say, really impressed with the quality of the materials in here. Lots of different contrast stitching of this nice textile fabric here with this kind of micro suede eco or evo text they have here. It's not real suede and not real leather, but it feels really fantastic, and it's very, very comfortable. Even on this headrest here, we have this kind of micro suede design. It very, very nice premium cabin materials here. Hopping inside, thankfully the entry space is huge to get in and out. Really no problems in terms of ease of access. Closing up the door here, nice solid thunk as well. Really, really like that. And I can see already I have so much space in the back of this 2025 Equinox, and I'm in my driving position now. I'm 6 feet tall, for example, and I'm sitting a little bit further back than I think I need to be. So honestly, I could have even more room. We have a storage cubby behind front driver and passenger. This one also has heated rear seats on both outboard seats as well as climate vents, though no climate controls back here. We also are going to find 2 USB-C ports down here, which is a nice touch as well. And I have to say, these seats are so comfortable back here. You honestly would be nice to have a long road trip back here. Very, very comfortable. Lots of support. They have a well angle over here for back. We also have our ISOFIX, which is pretty easy to access back here as well. Folding down this center console in the back reveals 2 little cup holders, which is a nice touch. And of course, we can fold our seats down for increased cargo space back there. Just check out again all the nice design on our doors over here, and lots of headspace and room back here. I have probably like 3 inches of headroom above me, which is really nice, and you will not feel cramped back here because this panoramic glass moonroof is huge. It goes all the way back to behind my head almost. It's absolutely massive, and it opens really massive too, so you actually have a lot of kind of breathable air in here, which I quite like. And these side windows are huge. They go all the way back right to this pillar back here, and that really helps open up this cabin quite a lot. So really, really nice stuff going on over here. Do these seats recline? No reclining on the seats, but we did try anyways. Otherwise, really good job in here, Chevy. I'm going to say like 10 out of 10 for these rear seats. Super comfortable, lots of storage, lots of foot space. And this upper cabin over here has to be one of the best in this segment right now. It's really that comfortable, that good, and feature packed for the price. So let's go hop up and see all the cool things Chevy is doing on the front end of this Equinox. Okay guys, so coming into the front end of this all new 2025 Equinox, again, really impressed with the materials and the quality of stuff that's going on in this new Chevrolet lineup of products. It's really, really top tier. And I almost forgot to mention one other fun fact about here. The floor is flat. Yeah, the floor is flat in a vehicle with all-wheel drive. How they did that, I honestly don't know, but some sort of wizardry in packaging, they're able to shift a drive line going to those rear wheels and make a flat floor at the same time. So that is going to be really, really nice if you want to put 3 people on the back of this 2025 Equinox. But coming up front here, you're getting all of those nice same materials in here, and this one has an upgraded package, which is going to give us 2-way lumbar, which is a nice touch, as well as fully power front passenger and driver seats, and that same awesome material on these front seats. But up here we get a little bonus of having the Active logo on our really soft and comfortable headrests over here in this maple sugar interior. And check out all the room you have to store things in now that they're able to package so much stuff under the hood and kind of free up a lot of tunnel space. Really, really nice stuff in here. Let's go hop inside. Again, nice solid door thunk. We have a really cool animation when you get into the vehicle as well with the Chevrolet logo. Oh, that's epic. And I have to say, the software in here is probably top notch in this class right now. It's really, really quick and better than all the previous versions of this new GM software I have experienced recently. So let's start it up. Our new Equinox is going to come to life really up quickly for you guys. And check out these new displays here with this Equinox. Really, really high quality, really nice. Pretty much what we're getting in the Equinox EV as well as the Blazer EV. But I want to first speak on this interior because wow, this cabin is epic. Really, really nice design stuff going on in here, Chevy. So over here in our center console in the dash area, we have this really nice dynamic dash design here with that same cool soft touch stitched material that we find on our door panels here. And this spine up here is really cool as well, as it has this cool, like, it almost looks like glass gradient in here, and it kind of transitions over to the sides. I like what they're doing with economy vehicle interiors, so making it stylish, fun, and quirky, and that's what it's supposed to be like. Same thing goes with these seats. Lots of fun and cool soft touch materials. They're very supportive, very comfortable. They have a lot of nice thigh support, and they're pretty wide as well. So very, very comfortable. Lots of adjustment there. We have adjustable headrests as well. Nice feature. And coming over to this side over here, we can see these cool air vents here, and they feel very high quality. Nice, satisfying click, and they also have that kind of translucent, clear material around there. Really impressive stuff what they're doing in terms of their interior design and quality. Now, with this center console area over here, you're going to notice your shifter has now been moved to the stalk over here, which I love. It frees up so much space in the center console area over here. Lots of nice storage over here with some rubber matting, a USB-C and A port, and I really like the implementation of this wireless charger. It fits my iPhone 15 Pro Max perfectly. Always charges, never overheats. It's really quick and easy to access as well if you need it. And we can see we have nice two big cup holders over here, more storage, and this new drive mode selector over here, which is going to give us a few different drive modes. So we have off-road mode, we also have a snow, ice, and a normal mode as well. So that's a really nice touch. And if you swipe up, it's going to give you a little bit of some information on each of these drive modes when you are in park, which I think is a really, really fun feature. Now, if you have an entry-level Equinox and front-wheel drive, you're actually not going to get this drive mode, and it's going to have more storage over here. So that's something to keep in mind. And don't forget, we have this huge space down here if you want to put in a purse or some other like wipes or something down there for your kids. That's a great space to put that in. Nice rugged feeling material over here, and this opens up to a huge amount of storage in here as well. We have a little divider tray up here which I can put to the side, and it's so deep down here. Thankfully, we have another USB port, I think, in here. No, I was deceived. I thought I saw another one in here, but we don't. But we do have a lot of storage, which is really, really nice. But unfortunately, this does not adjust forward or back. But thankfully, I think its positioning is pretty good for all people who are going to be driving this 2025 Equinox. Now, onto the steering wheel design. I actually really like this steering wheel. It's really thick. We have some nice stitching on it as well, and we have pretty good layout of buttons. I think on the left-hand side here, we have our cruise control buttons over here. This has fully adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist, and we have this L button. Now, this is actually part of your transmission, and this is the only way to actually access the paddle shifters on the back of your steering wheel. Otherwise, they're completely inactive when you're in regular drive. And I think that's because back here, we do have a volume rocker switch on this side and a tune switch on this side for your stereo system. So you don't want to be confusing them with the paddle shifters. Go into low if you want to really take advantage of that. Thankfully, though, we do have adaptive headlights as well as a rear wiper control, and I like this stock design. Actually, this piece on the end feels very premium. You're just putting your hand on it. I like this attention to detail they're doing there. Same thing goes with the P on the parking dial over here. Nice little touch, and everything actually feels quite quality. Even the stitching goes underneath this kind of floating digital cluster here. A lot of nice stuff here. On our left hand side, we have our parking brake control. Same nice little detail. Our all-wheel drive switch, auto hold, and auto stop start deactivate if you do want to deactivate that as well. We also have entry exit seat moving memory and assist, which is a nice feature that I remember in the Cadillac I just drove. Lots of features jam-packed into this vehicle, and it's under $40,000. Remember that. And oh, it gets better. So over here we have completely separate climate controls, which I love. I don't like them baked into the infotainment system, and they did it in a great way. We have ventilated front passenger and driver seats. We also have heated front passenger and driver seats, heated steering wheel as well, full automatic dual zone climate controls. And I love these little gauges inside of our dials here. That feels really nice, looks very high quality, very premium. Slim air vents in here, and we do have some more climate screens if you want to kind of access them in here, but you really have all these buttons to do so. Now, coming over to this infotainment system, like I said, This is one of the better new Chevrolet infotainment systems that I have tested. I really have had no issues over the course of this week. And this is literally a brand new vehicle. It has 800 miles on the clock. Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, as you can see them blacked out right there as I'm using my phone to film. But we can see really quick and responsive to touch. We have lots of fun things in here. So we have all of these controls here. And yes, all of your headlight controls are located in the screen. But, you know, leave it on auto. You're never really going to need to complain about it because they'll all always be there. Really nice 360 cameras on this vehicle as well. We have lots of different views, off-road views. We have side views as well. We can even scroll over and you have even more 360 views as well. So lots and lots of fun stuff going on with these screens, and they're very high quality. We also have rear parking sensors, not front, unfortunately, but still a nice touch. Our fog light control is in here, and we have an interior dome light control. So that's going to turn on all of our lights in this interior for lighting. Honestly, I think that would be nice to have as a physical button up here. We can only turn on these two reading lights, but if you want your full interior dome lights, you're going to have to go through here. Traction control, auto high beams, all in this little controls beam over here. We have mobile device settings and then built-in Google Maps and Google Assistants. Really, really crisp touch movements. We have 3D control. Really impressive stuff here. Software works really, really well. And you also have Amazon Alexa if you do need it or want to access it, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that fun stuff you would kind of expect in a vehicle of this class. And you can kind of go through all of your maintenance settings, as we know in all GM vehicles, pretty much the same screens here. But as you can see, pretty decent fuel economy. We've been doing around 25, 31 mpg depending on the driving scenario, so not too bad there. Again, like I mentioned earlier, you'd probably get better if you had the smaller non-all-terrain tire package. So love this infotainment system, and I also really like what they're doing with this new digital cluster over here on the Equinox. This homepage is fantastic. As you know, you can kind of piece any of these vehicle status screens and shove them over to that left-hand side, so I can throw my trip information over there, or really whatever I want. And you have your music over there, but we can change our gauges pretty easily. So I can cycle through that. I can go through Google Maps. If I have Apple Maps open in Apple CarPlay, that will pop up here as well. We also have a distance control and adaptive cruise control display, and we have a clean display if you want to kind of throw away all of the clutter and just see your gauge cluster. Again, really nice, no issues complaining there whatsoever. So really like what's going on there, and overall I like what's going on in this interior. I'm really, really impressed with the design, the quality, the technology, and the features jam-packed into this vehicle. We even have a digital rear view mirror option in this particular one as well. Of course, we have OnStar, and of course, this massive panoramic roof. I'm just so impressed with how big this thing is. It also opens and closes pretty quickly, and it opens so wide. I honestly haven't seen something open that much since my Volvo S90. Just see how much it opens. You know, a lot of these vehicles, they only open up to like here-ish, but this opens the full width, it feels like, and it just keeps going and going and going. You can just like stick out of this vehicle at that point. And of course, you have your sunshade as well to kind of cover it up if you don't want to have too much sun on you. Now, one downside I think of this interior is the audio system is just not good. I'm really disappointed by that. I wish there was like an upgraded Bose or Harman Kardon or some kind of upgraded audio for this vehicle, because I think that's one area where I think it's lacking. Otherwise, really high points on everywhere in this interior. Like I said, great quality, great features, lots of safety system standard, which we're going to get to in our driving. And we have things like bicycle pedestrian warning, rear cross traffic warning, side warning. It's endless, and a lot of it is standard, which is a huge, huge win to me in the books here. So first bat, like, very, very impressed.